Look at who the predator is. Don't look at cocaine and getting drunk and other destructive behaviors as a solution to a problem and further exacerbate the problem that the predator created. And walk away. It's just like when somebody minimizes what I said and like he didn't mean anything by that. Walk away from him. I mean, what they're saying is a bold faced lie. Don't feel the necessity to talk to him. Basically, if somebody wants to sit there and go in somebody who one of them tried to break my neck. For somebody to sit there and go on the side of somebody who tried to break my neck, For somebody to go on the side of who drugged and raped me, Just like somebody leaving a sales receipt, knowing that if something was left in a bag that I would probably need, that I would want it back. To do things like basically bait a hook for me to go return something to them and them not disclose to me that they were that they were still a stockbroker, or that they were a real estate agent, or that they were given a brokerage license. Same thing with somebody who didn't disclose to me that his father was a stockbroker, and the real reason why he was taking me out. Same thing with somebody who laughs about sexual molestation at work. Same thing with somebody who punishes somebody who speaks out against a woman being a woman minor being given a drink, and then somebody trying to sexually molest the woman. Same thing with somebody who doesn't disclose that they're a stockbroker and didn't disclose why they were doing what they were doing, and only acted like they were my friend, but in reality, their but behaviors did not coincide. It's like just like another one acting stupid. I mean, I just like it's just like I'm not buying their stupidity. I'm not buying that they're blind when they're not blind. Uh-uh. And I look at one of them, and he thinks he's tough crap, sitting there and smoking a cigar in front of me, just acting stupid about what he was doing. He's another bullshit artist. But but he but in his but in his culture, uh treats his particular culture treats women like treats women like shit. And especially the ones that sit there and that they act like they're a victim. I'm just like, what bullshit. I mean, just the lies, the it's like pathological liars. I mean, I look at one of them and just like, oh, if you really hate your mama so much, why is it that you keep going back to your mama? But basically, stop lying to me. I'm not buying your shit. Just like another one sitting there and having the desk drawer open and acting dumb about what he was doing. There's typically a high rate of what is called is hazing, and as well as bullying. Very, very typical. It's just like one of them that sat there and laughed at me. I mean, it's just like one of them that sat there and acted like they had been hurt, and they hadn't been hurt. And what they were trying to do was get a single teacher to come over to them after they faked being hurt. And that one said, I can't see. But I saw through the bullshit. So I said, well, just open your eyes up. And look on her face was just like, yeah. And she later was busy telling me that I had to run when I was busy having an asthma attack. That's another example of retaliation. And how many times did I say, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. But 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 who was the real one that was forcing me to go where I didn't want to go? It was done through the mass media, telling people I had to go to school. I mean, what did people do before television and before radios? What is it before that people used to be able to do? Gather food. They didn't have to have a little piece of paper to give them permission to go gather food. I mean, I just look at it, it's like, I mean, just look at a bird flying around. A bird doesn't have to have a permission to have a build a nest. Doesn't have to have a permit to fly. Doesn't have to have a permit to have a home. I mean, I just look at it, just like, and in fact, so some people look at dandelions as being weeds, and I'm like, think about the food that basically is being grown with violets, with dandelions, with wild onions, and different things like that. But that's not to be confused with all mushrooms are good mushrooms. In fact, one of the worst things that people do is they'll go there and have some kind of chemicals put on the grass and stuff, and they'll go do things like get dandelions and that's the reason why I can't stand the chemicals that are being sprayed on grass and stuff. What it is the different chemicals end up going into the dirt and going into the water supply. I mean, it's just like, I think it was when I was in third grade, they had some kind of thing called a field trip that I had to go on and stuff. And I thought that's pretty gross that basically people are drinking water that has urine and chemicals in it. And they call it being treated. It's like, and then just think about the word treatment versus cure. I mean, that's just gross. But that's the reason why people should be able to gather water. And it should, but see, it also deals with medical doctors treat and they practice. And then so look at how many of the medical doctors say that they treat something. How many medical doctors are going to sit there and say that they cured such and such? I'm not damning all medical doctors, but what I'm getting at is that it deals more with not being given full disclosure as far as what words actually mean and not being given the exact definitions of words that are being used. Just another example of violating my right to be able to make informed decisions.